YouTube community. Now, I know y'all are out there saying to yourself, what is this girl bumping her gums about today? Question, are you one of those people who got great business ideas and great inventions? And are you one of those dreamers? You know, one of those people who always got a good idea and gonna start a business one day, or maybe even a no profit. Yeah, I know. I don't even bother correcting them, telling them it's a non-profit. And some of y'all even go as far as getting business cards made. But then later to find that once your hype person didn't stop hyping you up, the momentum is gone and you never even end up busting a bubble. Well, today we are talking about how to overcome procrastination as an entrepreneur. If you're new to the channel, my name is Aisha and welcome to the Bracorriah X Beauty YouTube channel, where we are a cosmetic company that provide quality cosmetic products, give information on starting and running a business, and we also here to provide empowerment to anyone in need. The first way to overcome procrastination is to realize and say to yourself, I am a procrastinator. And that's stopping my progression and affecting my aspirations. Then, once you're honest with yourself, continue that same conversation and say, why in the heck am I a procrastinator? Is it a lack of education in a certain area of getting started? Or do I lack the appropriate resources? Or is it something else occupying most of my time? Or am I just plain old, flat out, bona fide lazy? Then ask yourself, what have I done to get out of this funk of procrastination? Now, before we try to figure out what you have done to try to get out of this funk, I have to take a moment and thank each and every one of you who have watched, liked, shared, and subscribed to my last few videos. Your support is truly appreciated, and please keep tuning in each and every Friday for a new video. Back to overcoming procrastination. Overcoming procrastination takes work, and it's intentional. Most times we're stuck in procrastination because we can't see past all the work that we got to do to get started. But that thought will never, ever allow you to overcome. You got to switch up your thought and allow the end goal and your vision to drive your initiation and progress. Overcoming procrastination starts up top with your mind. And you got to mentally secure the thought of, I'm getting started by any means necessary. And say to yourself, yes, it's time for me to get off my fatty or my sack of bones, whatever you sitting on, and start. Everything is not going to be perfect. And I'm going to run into hurdles along the way. Become hella hot water, I'm jumping these hurdles because it's time. You know, I often tell people mental preparation is needed, but also rely on the variables in your life to drive and motivate you. You know, think about your kids, your family, your work situation. It's a lot of us who want to give our spouses and our kids and our family more, but you can't. You can't do that if you don't start and overcome stagnation. Procrastination is a mindset that needs to be defeated. Think about all that you go through at work for people who oftentimes don't even value their employees. Think about how hard you work and your percent of ownership that you give. You know, the other thing that you want to do is set realistic, short-term, smart goals that can be reasonably achieved and set a time frame for completion. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. And setting a time frame just gives you something to look forward to achieving before that momentum wears off. Setting short-term goals will allow you to get a ski taste of success as a result of reaching smaller goals. And yes, honey, this will eventually equate to meeting your overall goal, if you haven't noticed. Many of us will set a date or we'll set a time frame, but you don't hold yourself accountable to sticking with that time frame that was set. Being a business owner, accountability starts with you. If you can't hold yourself accountable, then how in the Sam Hill are you able to hold others, including your employees, accountable? Procrastination is also about figuring out what all you need to do and prioritizing. You know, for people who know me, they know the number one way that I stay organized and ensure follow-up is completed accurately and timely is I keep me a good old-fashioned to-do list. And when creating my to-do list, I always make sure that it's a global list of things I have to get done, and I prioritize. You know, the single most important part of creating a list is so you can globally see what you have to get done and to prioritize the most important or time-sensitive task first. Even the most organized and productive people, we find ourselves in a moment of procrastination. And yes, I said ourselves, because I classify myself as organized and productive. Yes, I can't sleep on myself. You know, I often say I hate financials and I hate doing payroll. Two most important tasks that I absolutely hate doing. But that's not something I can procrastinate on. You know, people, they work hard for their coins, and we got to get paid. So I know that payroll and financials is always something that will rank higher on my to-do list. And the last thing that I want to mention, because we all about them quickies these days, get help when help is needed and realize when you need a break. You know, sometimes procrastination is because we have so much going on and we need to take a break and we need help. And we've worn ourselves out. Get help when it's needed. We have a lot going on and we literally wear ourselves out and we never really adequately recuperate. It's okay to acknowledge that you're tired and you need rest. Take a break and seek the help that you need. Getting help when needed will ensure that you prevent burnout, which can also lead to procrastination. Now, if you're a procrastination due to any of the reasons I mentioned in the intro, do something about it. Seek to educate yourself. Find the resources that you need. And if it's something occupying most of your time, take control of your time and how it's spent by demanding a sufficient amount of your efforts be put towards accomplishing your goals and overcoming your procrastination. If it's work that's taking most of your time, is it a situation where you can cut a few hours a week and devote that to your business? When my husband was transitioning from full-time working to working for our business, first he went to cutting a few hours, then he went to cutting his hours down to part-time, and then he ultimately went to full-time working for our business. It may take sacrifice, but you gotta demand enough time, even if it means blocking off enough activities and calendar invites every once in a while. Trust me, you will be glad you did it. And if you answered yes to just being lazy, then you need to find another gig. Being a business owner is not for lazy people and not for people who are not willing to put the work in. Laziness and procrastination can cost you in the long run. I hope you guys found this video beneficial. And if you got through this whole video, I'm going to need you to say, I'm getting off my rump, my fatty, or my sack of bones, whatever you sitting on, and I'm about to make it happen so me and mines can get it while the getting is good. Now, y'all know I got to act a fool on my way out. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Be easy and bust a move.
Got a different view, yo, you